Now, this is the Nile River, and it looks like a lotus flower because this is the Fayoum Oasis, which looks like a leaf, and this would be the delta of the Nile. And it looks just like a lotus flower. Now, the lotus flower represents your spine because you do have a crown chakra and you have a root chakra. So there's the root, and here's the crown, which opens. There's ancient Egypt. Check this out. What you have here is the rams, Isle of the Rams that connects Karnak to Luxor, Dendera, the Hathor's temple, the bull. Then you have Hermopolis, which is Hermes, right there. Then Memphis up here, then Heliopolis. So there you have it. Boom. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Ptah is Jupiter. Jupiter is in June, Cancer. Or Jupiter in Roman, Jupiter and his wife Juno Moneta. So that's Ptah was celebrated in Memphis. There you go. So here you have the Temple of Hathor in Dendera. So it's Karnak, the ram, bull, Hermopolis, which they didn't put, but it's right there. Hermopolis, Memphis, and Heliopolis. So it goes in order. All right, so check this out. This is Washington, D.C. There's the Capitol building. Yes, this is a giant brain. Capitol building is right there where the pineal gland would be in your brain. There's the pineal gland. And this is Meridian Hill Park. They want this to be the prime meridian, just like Egypt had the prime meridian. So Egypt had this prime meridian, and it went along right through the Nile River. So the Egyptians built their pyramid here at the tip of the Nile River because this Nile means the zero meridian. Nil in French is zero, null in German is zero, and nullus in Latin is zero. This was the zero meridian. Today they say Null Island is over here, but the Nile represented it. Now they say it goes through UK. It used to run through here at Lake Victoria in Africa, and then that was the first one that we know by record. So Lake Victoria was the equator. It was the naval point of the world. And the old French meridian went through Paris, France at the Louvre Museum, right through the glass pyramid, 666 tiles. Now it's at the prime meridian of UK Greenwich. And they wanted it to go through Washington, D.C. Remember, this was the brain, Virgin Mary, Virginia and Maryland. So it starts with the Jefferson Memorial here. Then it's the Lincoln Memorial. Then it's the Washington Monument, which is the obelisk. And then it's the Capitol building. Now this is the 1, then there's the 2, 3 is the White House. 4 would be the circle in the square, Washington Circle and Mount Vernon Square. Then you have the DuPont Circle and the Logan Square. Then you have the Scottish Rite Temple, 33-degree Masons, the Grand Lodge. Ptah, the noble Jed, the Jedi, to go up to the blue lightsaber, not the Sith Lord red, the blue chakra, okay? So that's optic thalamus. Thalamus, that's connected to the optic nerves. Under the thalamus is the hypothalamus. So optic thalamus is Ptah's lamp. Look, Ptah's lamp. It says in the Bible that Jesus, the Lamb, shall be the lamp. The city shall not need a sun, for the Lamb shall be its lamp. So there you have 12 tribes, 12,000 of each tribe. So 144,000 go to heaven. 12 times 12,000. Well, it just means when you add up the chakras in the Vedic system, is 144,000 go to your head, which is heaven. And it creates this aura, which you see here. The Sahasrara crown chakra, the 1,000-petal lotus. And this is made when your energy goes all the way up your 7 chakras. 4 petals, 6, 10, 12, 16 equals 48. Times 2 is 96. 96 plus 48 is 144 times the 1,000-petal lotus is 144,000. Just like it says in the Bible, 144,000 will be saved and go to the new Garden of Eden, the new heaven. And because heaven is your head, earth, heart, hell, heel, and head, heaven. So the Garden of Eden is at the center of the earth, the tree of life. See how your body is the axis, your spine is that tree? And so Adam and Eve at the Garden of Eden, at the tree of knowledge of good and evil, is the sun and moon going around the tree, or the male and female, el sol, la luna. And that's your right eye is the sun, left eye is the moon. Now this is your spine, and that's your heart at the center of your spine. Because see, the red is radiating, turning right, and it goes outward. See, red is right turning. Now blue is left turning and it goes inwards. So you have right going out and left going in, which creates that. The earth has 4 rivers coming out of the center of the earth, the Garden of Eden, 4 rivers. Just like the top of your head, the fontanelle, the fountain, has 4 sections on top of your skull. Well, there's 4 liquids in the body, okay? There's blood, urine, saliva, and cerebral spinal fluid. And there's 4 rivers at the Garden of Eden, which is Tigris, Euphrates, Pishon, and Gihon. The Garden of Eden is at the center of the world. It's the land flowing with milk and honey. Well, there's the milk secreted by the pituitary, the honey secreted by the pineal gland. When these 2 nerves secrete the oils, they go down, and it's the caduceus. Caduceus means to fall, like cadaver, dead body. So these vines go down, and they are silver in the nervous system, but they turn gold as they come back up. So these are the 3 wise men that give gifts to the Chrysos, golden oil. Right and left hemispheres of the brain, good and evil. It's literally at 1733 16th Street. 16th Street is the prime meridian because the Meridian Hill is up here. Meridian Hill Park. This is the prime meridian. Like I said, Null is the Nile River, and there was a Nile River with a pyramid through it. That's why you have the Meridian Park and this big pyramid. It's a fact. It's supposed to represent the axis of the world. It's also the axis of your spine. Atlantis means the island of the Atlas, and the center was Mount Atlas, which is the volcano at the center of the world. So there's Washington, D.C. with the 7 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 layers, just like the Kabbalistic tree of life, just like the Mesopotamian tree of life in modern-day Iraq. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because obviously it has to do with your 7 chakras. Now, 144,000 go to heaven just mean your head. Because remember, add up all the chakras and times it by 1,000, you get 144,000. The root would be hell and the head would be heaven. You have a scorpion stinger tailbone, and the scorpion must rise up to become a phoenix or an eagle. So what is feeding the phoenix? Well, it says the creeping serpent is food for the soaring eagle. This is the most simple reason why the zodiac sign Scorpio, which corresponds in physiology as the sacral sexual organs, or the sacrum bone, bottom of your spine, its higher evolution is the eagle or the phoenix, which corresponds to the crown. So the snake or the scorpion, because your snake spine looks like a scorpion stinger, the bottom of your tailbone is the sacrum, which is a scorpion stinger, which goes up to become the eagle. That's why the snake is always being eaten by the eagle. The scorpion is the sacrum, and the stinger, which must be heaved up to the crown, which we must sacrifice or make sacred. The serpent within us, it's the sacred secret. So to feed your rising phoenix, the feathered serpent, the phoenix is a symbol of self-sacrifice as it dies unto itself to become reborn and resurrected, or rise erection, rise erected, from its own ashes, its own internal purification. The 2 cherubim, the wings of the cherubim, are the 2 hemispheres of the cerebrum. Cherubim, cerebrum, same thing. So it's talking about your brain. See, your sacrum bone acts as a pump, and it pumps the oils that go down your spine back up to the head, heaved up heaven. We have the cobra and the eagle, or a bird and a snake, on the crown of a pharaoh. See, the pharaohs knew that the snake from the scorpion tail must go up to the 33rd vertebrae to your brain, to your head, and now the snake just went from hell, your heel, to heaven, your head. See, when the snake goes up, it grows wings, and this is the energy from the bottom of your spine, from the base, up to the apex, or the tip of the pyramid, which is your head. So a serpent with wings is a dragon. Please remember this. Well, check this out, guys. Heaven is your head, earth spells heart, and hell is your heel. So you have the root chakra all the way up to the crown, and you can see the snake climbing up the Kabbalistic tree of life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this tree of life called Yggdrasil in Norse mythology is your spine. So you have this Bifrost bridge, which means the 2-way highway. The Bifrost rainbow bridge is your chakras. This is a rainbow bridge, and it gets you from hell all the way up to heaven, or you can even go to earth. That's why Thor goes to different realms. He goes to hell, he goes to heaven, he goes to earth. He's taking his spine, which is his Bifrost bridge, the 2-way bridge. It goes up and down because the snake is actually the oil which goes down your head and must go back up. So you see, the pharaohs would be anointed with this oil, and the oil poured over the head represents the cerebral spinal fluid going down your spine, and it must return. So here's Ramses being anointed with the oil that starts from the crown and goes down, but it must come back up. That's why there's two oils. One's going down and one's coming up, even though it looks like they're both going down. But there's an eagle above his head. Jesus also gets anointed with oil, and there's an eagle above his head. Now, this is Jesus the Lamb, and the oil is being poured from a horn. So basically, Aries is the cerebrum, top of the head. The bull is the cerebellum. Well, the oil is the cerebrospinal fluid, and it's the golden oil, which is why Christ must return, because the Christos oil must go down and back up. Well, here's the ram inside your brain. It's called the anterior horn. It's your ventricle system. There's also this fornix, which is the phoenix when the snake becomes an eagle. So guys, your 3 glands are the 3 wise men that bring gifts to Christ when he is born. So the Christos, or Christos, means gold in Greek. So the golden oil is a gift for all of us. These oils, they mix together. You have the pineal gland produces honey, the gold, and the pituitary gland produces the milk, which is the silver. So gold and silver, or milk and honey, it's the promised land, Garden of Eden. It goes out, back in. Now the high pressure goes out, back in. You see that? That's what you are.